So I have this illustration. I'm looking out in the sky now. It's the sun is less hidden by the clouds in the sky, and it's a little windy. It's pretty windy, and there's a lot of clouds. I see a lot of clear sky down there now, but for a while it was all just a little bit ago as I was outside exercising. A little bit, very thick clouds. I don't really have to show it. You can just imagine it. And there was one little sliver of blue sky, and that was everywhere. There may be a couple little spots way down there of blue sky. But before that, I was looking at the clouds because I already looked up at the weather, and it said today that it's not. It's a very minute chance of rain, like even into the night, maybe about 10% chance. I don't know. From what I remember, it was just basically there isn't going to be any rain, and I already see that parts of the sky are clearing up, and there's more bright sun on the in between some clouds and stuff. It's nice. It's sort of a typical fall day in a way in November. And I was thinking of what I had to look it up because I haven't. But where in the scriptures it says, they're like clouds without water, and it's talking about those who are ungodly, those who don't seek to have the character of God, don't live in a way that would seek to honor God, to please God, to live faithfully. And it's a pretty intense. It's like one chapter length, so you can say it's Jude 1, but I think it's. I just forgot because I just looked it up. No, it wasn't like really fresh in my mind, but I think it's verse 18. It's in there. I mean, the book of Jude, it's a letter. It's not really. It's like a book. It's a short letter. It's like about one page or something. It's a great chapter, but it's fearsome in how it talks about the ungodly people who kind of can creep in the midst of believing people in a gathering of people in fellowship and whatnot. That they're like, in part, they're clouds without water. And I was also thinking, and looking while I was outside. And it's clearing up now. It's beautiful, but it was always beautiful. But it's all style and no substance. It's like it looks foreboding. It looks like it's gonna, and the wind is big. So up there too, the clouds are moving pretty good rate speed. Even right now, they're still moving pretty quickly, and you think, oh, it's a storm. Like, oh, I better get inside. I have to, get shelter. It's gonna be, this rain is gonna hit any moment. But I mean, I checked the weather and it's just it's not there. So it's like clouds without water. I mean, but they look like they have a lot of water and they're ready to pour down, even though it's not anymore. It's cleared up very quickly. It's great coming from the west toward the east. Clouds are moving. It's clearing up, and there's a metaphor there. In seeing that one little streak of a little thing of blue clearness. It's like it helps you. It makes me appreciate beauty more. Because sometimes one will find in some ways you could say it's all the time that true beauty is pretty hard to find. That it's a rarity in the midst of just the grayscale. You have to be patient, just be hopeful in the midst of all the mundanity of, one could say, spiritual grayscale to find true beauty. And my perspective is that the beauty of God, that which points to His holiness, those things that give Him glory, which means reflecting Him, reflecting His holiness character, everything is righteousness. And those things are, see, the sun's coming up. That is what real beauty, the ultimate beauty is. It's in God. And so, see, now the sun's shining just at the right time. You know, you be patient in the midst of the grayscale mundanity, and you will have a greater appreciation for the beauty. There's always beauty. And again, with beauty, I think of, aesthetic beauty, but all of it reflects our Creator. It points to the Creator. There's an expression, this might sound corny, cliche, or cringy, but, like follow the money. Like when you want to, uncover something, like what's going on that's super crooked, or who's in power of controlling things, and something will follow the money. But if you want to find God, you follow the beauty. Follow the beauty that you see. Sorry if this sounds cringe. Try to suspend yourself, your cringe meter. See, now those clouds, yeah, they're really moving, but there's this even more clear sky now, and there's so much more sun. And this is just from 10 minutes ago or so, over 10 minutes ago, when it was just that little part of clear blue far in the distance back there toward the southeast. And now it's so much light shining, you just have to guard yourself. And the bright sun reflects the beauty of God too. Something to think about. But what's the point I want to really glean to bring it home? But just look for the beauty in the midst of the gray, and you'll find it. Don't lose hope in the midst of the ugliness of the world. But remember that the sun's always shining above the gray. There's always a bright light above the darkness that may be around you. And that lightness is far greater than the darkness. And you don't want to seek the light through the dark, but God allows the dark so that we can appreciate the light and recognize the light and seek the light. Don't seek darkness, but seek the light. That's kind of off the cuff, but another thing too, in the midst of the clouds without rain, the ungodly, and I'd say the ones who in that same vein, are all Stalin but no substance, who seem formidable, seem scary, but are really just empty in every way. Have hope, because that small, clear beauty at one time is going to be overwhelming and encompass all of you, encompass all of who you are forever and ever. If you believe in Him who is light, the light of the world, that will be your eternal reward. Believe in the one who is light, and light will encompass you inside and out forever.